All right, sorry guys. Okay, 1 minute to the open. This is going to get insane. EXPR, I think, can be like the next GME. All right, here we go. 9 seconds, 10 seconds to the open. So if EXPR breaks 8.9, you go half in. If AMC breaks 25.81, you can go all in. If BB breaks 21.56, you can go half in. GME, if it breaks its high, 385, you can go all in, but you better be ready to get out fast. KOSS, 23 is the key level, and Jill, 5.5. All right, so if you wrote those down, you're all set. If I'm looking away or whatever, you'll know when to get in. And then remember to manage your stops. 20 cents, 50 cents. Obviously multiply that if it's GME. I think GME maybe already halted. The volatility level on GME is insane. Try and pick up some options today if they're cheap on Jill. I really think that's going to be a good idea. So AMC is dropping, KOSS is dropping, EXPR is holding. Well, it's dropped also to about 7. BB dropping, GME's trading again, Jill's dropping. So they're all dropping, which is decent because then we can get them on the reversal. Somebody asked what broker do I use? TD Ameritrade, and I use the Thinkorswim platform. But the best is Lightspeed with DOS Trader. I'm going to go over the levels again. KOSS, you'd get half in at 21.54. Get a pencil. KOSS, you'd get half in at 21.54. EXPR, you'd get all in at 8.9. AMC, you'd get all in at 25.8. BB, you'd get half in at 21.56. 21.56. GME, you'd get all in if it breaks the high of the day, the pre-market high, 385. And there really isn't another pivot right now on GME, unfortunately. Right. And Jill, you would go, you should be accumulating options, I think, on these pullbacks on Jill. I think it's going to be the next sort of hot stock in the next few days here. JILL, but you would get half in if it breaks 5.5. All right, so you got all your levels ready. Outside of those levels, we'll just be gambling. So we really need to see those particular levels broken or some kind of obvious trend formed. The market's gone crazy. Probably many platforms are frozen. It's possible. Robinhood, eToro, Webull. A lot of those, I think, subcontract through IBKR, and they're probably just overloading IBKR. So watch out for that. I'm actually not seeing much of an entrance shaping up on anything except BB right now. Right. Okay, EXPR is suspended. It is halted, somebody says. GME, I'm sorry, BB is appreciating to that breakout level, 21.56. You might be going all in here. It's coming up. You might be going all in on BB at 20. Did I say half in? I'm sorry, half in on BB at 21.56. If it breaks, 21.56. I'm getting my order ready really quick. Yes, be watching BB. For the break of 21.56. And I mentioned all the key levels that you'd want to grab. I'm going to go over them again because some of you are new and you've been popping in. I'll just go over them again. Maybe you missed it last time with the pencil. Right now, very close to in play would be a half account in, excuse me, at 21.56. It's almost there, guys. Get ready. Here it comes. Wow, my internet's like struggling. That's it. We're in. BB. Half in. All right, I got to zoom out to check levels. All right, it's going to be quite the ride up the BB ladder. A stop out on BB would have to be very wide. But the reward is worth the risk. But stop out on BB wouldn't be till about, theoretically 20.28, very wide. But you're welcome to stop out, like I mentioned before, at 50 cent loss, whatever, 20 cent loss. Right now, I'm going to stay in 21.07. I wouldn't like to see that on BB. So that's where you put your stop, maybe 21. 21 stop on BB. That'd be an all out, by the way. When I say stop, that'd be your all out point. All right, let's see if BB continues to push. The others haven't hit any key levels yet. I'm monitoring BB. We're in BB. Yes, sir. So let's see. On BB, if it were to move to 23 in less than 5 minutes, it's going to get halted. All right, we're seeing some price appreciation on BB. Take 10 to 25% of your position off at 21.9. 10 to 25% of your position off at 21.9, which is basically where it's at right now. And these numbers that I'm giving you are not exact. It's already at 22. So now you can reload, top up to that level, that half point now, 22.25. All right, we're at 22.5 on BB. Nothing else has broken any key levels, so BB is the play of the day at the moment. It's at 23. You can take another 10 to 25% off your position. All right, we're at 23. If it pushes through the 23.5 level, you can top off again. There's a lot of momentum here. 23.551. You can top off the 50% allocation. All right, it's starting to pull back. Take off 25% of your position. I can't, my internet's not even working. I think that a lot of the brokerages are getting overloaded. Are you guys even like seeing me? Funny guy. 23 BB's at 23 and experienced resistance, you know, so now you want to take out another like 25% off your position. At 23.5, you'd top it off again. You see, because that's like confirmation that momentum is continuing. Until then, we're at resistance. All right, it's 23.46, a great time to get a maximum out. I can't even access my orders. Like, thanks a lot, brokerages. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 23.46. It's still struggling at that resistance level. So you can take off like 25% more of your position there. That's a resistance level. We're not proving that we can break through that. So you want to be taking your profits. Someone asks if AMC is a buy now. No. I mean, in a longer term gamble, maybe. But for a day trade, we want it to break a key level. All out on BB. Go ahead and get all out right now on BB. It's pulling back pretty hard. We'll be able to get back in. Don't worry about it. You know, as long as you're a person, your account set up in such a way that you can get back in, don't sweat the all outs. So again, 23.5 is when you would go half account in on BB. 23.5. Right now we're out of BB. I can't even load my orders. Hopefully you guys are getting all these profit points. Anybody else have brokerage issues? Anybody else experiencing brokerage issues? Robinhood having some lag. I can't even get into my accounts. Of course, I was able to place my order. Oh yeah, they'll take our money, right? So remember when I called all out there on AMC, it was at like 23, and I got you scaled out 25%, 25%, 25% at 23.46. So if you were able to properly access those trades, I did call out the maximum there. The re-entry on BB will be at 23.51, 23.5, okay? 23.5 would be half account entry on BB. There we go. Now I can get in, but now, you know, it's down. Of course, now I can get in. Thank you, Tyler. AMC suspended, but it didn't really have a volatility problem. Are you sure AMC is suspended? Oh yeah, because it dropped 2 points in a 5-minute period. Yeah, I think it is suspended. Yeah. BB, you know, really ought to have been suspended too. I wonder if these brokerages can do something about the fact that they can't handle the internet loads. Like, do we need to start our own blockchain stock market? Fuck. Screw the institutions if they can't handle our orders. Let's just make it ourselves. Power to the people. That's what this is all about. Absolutely. If we want to do this, let's do it. Dude, I can't get back in again on my orders. So hopefully you guys are good. Again, I'm going to go over the key levels to break to get whether it's half in or all in on all these stocks. Here we go. Grab a pencil. Okay. It hasn't changed on many of them. On GME, the key level to break would be the pre-market high, 385. At that point, you'd go all in. GME all in at 385. AMC would be 2581. At that point, you'd go all in. EXPR, the key level to break is 8.9. At that point, you would go all in. KOSS, the key level to break is 21.54. That'd be a half in. Half in at 21.54 KOSS. BB, we're waiting on it. The level to break is 23.5, and that would be a half in. Jill, 5.5, and that would be a half in. And you should also potentially be accumulating maybe some options on Jill in the money, like a $2.5 option. You know, you pay a little extra for it, but it will not be, it will hold its value really well. Like I literally cannot access my trade on BB. There we go. All right, Jesus. Apparently now I'm up half a grand. Who knew? I'm sure I was up about 2 grand when I was trying to sell. I'm going to take this moment to put in some limit orders. So everybody's got those key levels. Watch it. I may not be looking at the screen. I may be tending to my own needs here at that moment. I'm putting in a limit order on BB to sell at 23.46, about 15% of my position. You guys should have gotten all out there at 23.46. I mean, I gave you the maximum. We got that. We nailed that shit. All right, good. I got one order in. What do you mean? It's unable to provide the information you requested at this time. Wow. I mean, the funny thing, the ironic thing is that Wall Street Bets may end up class action suing. Like all of us could get together. We could class action sue these freaking brokerages for locking up our money when they need to be providing that as a service, a clean, fluid, as promised service, right? And so ironically, Wall Street Bets could start something like that, and we could end up creaming the brokerages and owning the whole thing. All it takes is for somebody to start a blockchain stock market ECN, you know, so that we can all trade over there, and we won't be subject to any centralized institution. We can have a decentralized stock market. Trading view is down. This is amazing. Anybody watching and wants in on the Zoom, there's 3 slots open. We're at 97 max. If you come join the Discord real quick, you can get right into the Zoom. Just follow the Discord links in the bio, wherever it is. We got 3 open slots on the Zoom. So you can get this in 4K. You can be watching the screen in 4K and be communicating in the Zoom. What should the stop be on AMC? We're not in AMC. We'd be in on AMC if it breaks 25.8. The stop on AMC is, oh, fuck, I should have gotten out a long time ago. That's the stop. All right, so BB is it locked up or what's happening there? It's moving slowly, which is nice, and that's because it has a huge float. It's not really going to do what GME does, but I'll tell you what might, EXPR. EXPR has the float situation and the setup that it could. AMC, not so much. EXPR, yes. And BB, it's amazing it's moving. It has 500 million shares. And we've only traded 60 million shares. So, yeah, I can't get out of BB at all, man. My brokerage, I'm sure all of you are having issues too. KOSS is halted. Yeah, that makes sense. It moved like $5 in less than a 5-minute period. Is AMC a buy right now? No, but you could accumulate some shares down here, you know, like quarter position, okay? Not balls to the wall, okay? Not even half. You could just start to accumulate, get up to like a 25% position. And when you want to do that, by getting in like little 5% positions, right? The little teeny little nibbles. But if it drops below 15, you should get all out. Okay, that'd be stop. Stop on the bottom of this potential base on AMC is 15. You understand? If it breaks 15, it's going to go to like 10. You don't want to stay in. You exit to save money, to save loss. You know, I think a lot of people are probably going through a similar thing. Okay, the Zoom is maxed out now. There's one slot open on the 4K Zoom. Otherwise, join the YouTube for you guys on TikTok. You entered GME at an average of 350. Yikes. Next time it has any appreciation, you probably just should get out and wait for it to break the high of 385 to get all in. But start to get out of your position. You know, I de-risk some. Already AMC has stopped out of that small little accumulation journey I was trying to tell you about. You certainly didn't have to do that. All right, BB is appreciating again. I'll probably get my micro fill at 23.46. Remember, BB key level is 23.5. You'd be all in at 23.5. So resistance. I don't mind what it's doing right now, which is grinding up to that level. That's excellent. That means that if it does break out, it's going to push hard. Caleb, nice. You know, you'd want to switch into day trading mode now, and you want to be scaling out on those huge pushes and then getting back in with some of your winnings at these bases when they pull back. 50% retraces are safe levels. BB is struggling. I'm going to put it, finally got through here. I'm going to try to sell some at market on BB. Oh, looks like everybody had the same idea. It's dropping now. But, you know, I called all out a long time ago on BB at like 23, so we shouldn't be in that. Wow, Fidelity's unable. Wow, I sent a order, and it said it's not able to even give me an answer whether or not it received the order. This is a crazy day. No, I never said half in. Yeah, half in at BB at 23.5, sir. You got to pay attention to what we've been talking about. And I did say to get all out at 23, and I scaled everybody out 25%, 25%, 25% of your position. So that's 75% out at 23.46. So if you're following, these are live, you know, recorded broadcasts. So you can go back and check that later. I absolutely advised this pretty much to a T. We nailed it. Problems were our brokerage, our tools. AMC not happening, EXPR not happening, GME not happening, Jill not happening, KOSS not happening. So, you know, that's good. I saved you all lots of money, lots of heartache. I never called an entry on any of those, you know, except for AMC. I said maybe you could have a tiny little 10% position build at the base, but if it breaks 1500, get all out of that. So saving you tons of money here, tons of heartache. I correctly identified out of 6 stocks that we're watching, all of the momentum on all of them and all of the entries on all of them. There were none. And on BB was the one that took off, and I correctly illustrated the entry and the exits on that. So hopefully you were able to manage that and get it with your tools. The tools this morning are really in bad shape, the brokerages. You can't even log into TDA. Wow. Wow. I mean, this is what is it? The pandemic has driven everyone into the stock market. Like, what do we have? Like we must have like 250 million. There must be 1 billion people around the whole world funneling into the US stock market right now. Somebody says they can't log in either. Robinhood won't let them into their account. So, this is like I find it to be a material breach of contract for them to let us into these positions but not let us out. They let us in so easily. Like in the moments where we can get entry, no problem. But I hope if anyone from Wall Street's Bets is watching, because they have a huge reach, that they work out some kind of a class action against all the brokerages for today. Because our inability to access our tools, as promised, is probably causing people tons of loss. I mean, I keep entering orders, but it keeps telling me I can't let you. All right, I just got another one off there on BB, but it's at a loss, down 3%, which is not bad. But still, I had an inability to take my profits. I hope I made a lot of people a lot of money this morning, though. If you were able to actually get your tools to work for you, then you made 23.46 divided by 21.56. Let's see what that is. You made 8.8% on that first trade. It's not astronomical, but it's good. Like I told you to do that with half your account. So that means your account went up 5% today if you got that trade. All right, I'm going to try to chip away another small portion of my BB position here on that push-up. I've managed to, even through all this thick and thin, I believe I've managed to break even roughly, which is a good considering the incredible obstacles we were up against here with our brokerages and the internet. Cool, a nicely she. PJ, we've got stops in the Evans Trades alerts. And so if you have any swing trade having an issue, go back to the alerts, take a look at where the stops are where you're supposed to sell, and take a look at it there and get out if it's below the stop. I mentioned that earlier. Sorry if you weren't in the group earlier, but if you have a swing trade position in the first 2 hours of the morning here, follow the stop guidelines. I'm not going to be taking a look at much of that right now. But if that particular stock is going up on the day, like it gapped down and it's going up on the day, PJ, we have something called the 530 rule. And just let it be appreciating then. Don't cut out. That's if it gapped down. Oh, okay, cool. All right, Elliot, I think I'll be able to help you out there. We've got 5 open slots on the Zoom. If anybody wants to come over to the Discord from the YouTube or the TikTok, check the links in the description in the bio or the pinned text. Come into our Discord, find the Zoom message, join the Zoom. We've got 6 open slots on the Zoom for you to be able to watch in 4K. And if anybody wants to grab a trial of our VIP, you'll have access to all our other analysts and traders who short pennies, who do spread trading, who do earning income with dividends and selling options, spreads. So we have a lot of analysts, including myself, on our VIP plan. You can grab a free trial for a week. Just go through the links in everywhere and you'll be able to find it. I can't get into my account right now. I think we're all fortunate enough, hopefully, to be around break even right now because that's where I called entry. We're hanging out right around there. If you haven't been able to get in till now, just go ahead and start scaling out. But you should have taken profits at 23.46. Pen Puppy, follow the link in my description to the YouTube. And on my YouTube channel, I have learning about options, some learning about options videos. Also, there's a course that I have for $7 that you can grab. You can private message me over the Discord if you want to talk about that. So KOSS has not triggered an entry, neither has EXPR, neither has AMC, neither has GME or Jill. And on BB, we're all trying to get into our accounts and get out. It says positions for your brokerage accounts are currently unavailable. We are urgently working to restore service. But don't blame, okay? Don't blame. You know, everything's your fault. It's all our faults, you know. Just you never blame, because those are the tools, you know. Get better tools, you know. It's your responsibility what's going on here. That said, it is inappropriate that they haven't been able to supply the proper bandwidth for us to all get the kind of service that we've been promised from them. So there is, you know, probably some kind of a class action that's going to have to happen here. All right, we're still waiting for entry on AMC, EXPR, KOSS, Jill, and GME. BB, if it shows another entry, that would be at the break of the high of the day, 23.5. EXPR is turning around a little bit. Yes, I did. I said if AMC breaks 15, it's going to want 10 next. Someone asked, do I think AMC will go back up? Well, the thing is, we don't really need to think, you know, guess. We don't need to do that. The opportunity is there. The potential is there. What we got to do is when it starts showing those signs, get in. You know, if you're already in AMC and you're asking, do I think it's going to go up? So you can decide whether you should hold or not. You should have got out a long time ago. You should take your profits. I mean, pre-market it was at 25. You take the profits when it goes up. When things go up, you take your profits. You can always get back in, you know, if it keeps going up. But take your profits when you can. There we go again. I can't access my brokerage. You bet, sir. Or Lady Darren, yes, sir. I used to have hair down to my bottom of my back as well. Musician, composer. PJ is asking whether or not we should close BB. Guys, can you help him? What's the deal on BB? Can you tell PJ in the Zoom? What have I said about BB? Thank you, Jacob. The all out on BB was at 23. And we took 75% profits at 23.46 rather. You can check the record on that. If we were able to access our platforms, the tools, then we would have seen an increase in our account of 5% because we went half in on something that we got 8.8% gains on. I'm not sure I'm understanding you there, Isaiah. Your AMC order hasn't been placed yet when it was $8. Not sure I understand what you're saying. You could re-articulate that and maybe I'll catch your message. I'm sorry, there's a ton of messages going on. We have, I think, 300 people on the stream this morning. We have 206 across those and 72 on the YouTube. Hello, everybody on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and follow through the links to our Discord. And we'll see you over there tomorrow morning. Today is live day trading for free. Okay, so you all have access. This is only on Wednesday mornings that we do live day trading for free. Tomorrow, it'll be for VIP members only. However, you can get yourself a free 1-week trial to cover that. So after we're done here today, get yourself a VIP trial and you're going to have free live day trading for the next Thursday, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, and then it's free again on Wednesday. So that's how you're going to maximize your free access to our live day trading right now. And boy, now is the time to do it because we have a lot of amazing trading going on that you might not see again for another 10 or 20 years. So grab a VIP trial to our group and I'll make sure you don't get in things that aren't going to happen, like AMC, EXPR, KOSS, Jill, and GME. All of those were losers today. We didn't get in a single one of those. We didn't lose any money. Instead, we got in on BB correctly. Okay, so I was watching all those. We can, some of you might not know which one's going to be the hot one or why or what's the indication, how to know. I know. I have systems with the patterns and they line up, and we got GME the other day for 54% gain from 104 to 159, the bottom to the top. So here on BB, we did have a trigger. We got in. We potentially made money. We got 8.8% gain, and that was the maximum on the day. I got you out at max. 75% was maximized almost to the penny. And so I can do that for you tomorrow morning. I can do that for you Friday morning. I can do that for you Monday morning. I can do that for you Tuesday morning, and then we're back to free on Wednesday. So you're going to get a ton out of this. So sign up for the VIP. The links are in the bio. Ask Elliot, ask our admins if you need those links. Elliot, you can post those links now across all of our streams for the signups. I would say to the Primetime Trading Group sign up so they can grab a VIP free 7-day trial. And then we'll be able to do this again tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow will be better. I mean, the market was just crashing this morning. So we don't have the wind at our backs. We have the wind at our face right now. We're trying to make money, but the market's going in the other direction. And we can't because everything's pushing against us. When the market goes down like that, though, the next day can sometimes be a positive rebound. So tomorrow might be an incredible day. Which is the EV car company that a first-time investor should look for to hold on to? A for sure one. Oh, well, I mean, Tesla, for sure. Buy into that and hold on for years. But NIO, probably second to that. And then all of those are very dependent on lithium. And so you might go with like, LI or LAC? One of those is a lithium mining company. You might want to also sprinkle a little bit of that into your EV play. LAC, there we go. Sean confirmed for me. LAC. So if anybody's still in BB, you ought to be scaling out. And then we'll get back in if it shows momentum. So far, it's not. So, you're going to lose money. So if you're in BB still, and you shouldn't be, because I did call an all out at 23, and and you're having problems accessing your brokerage, but you're getting in for little moments, you ought to be getting out. That's that moment when I got out more too. We're all having issues. It looks like things are getting a little bit better. Seem to be accessing. Is anybody noticing that they got into TDA, that they got into their brokerages? Is Robinhood working again? Fabrizio, yeah. You could start, you could scale out slow. Fabrizio. John says you had no problems with toss this morning. Awesome. Good for you, bro. That's excellent. But a lot of us did. Well, toss, Thinkorswim, actually, yeah, it's been running pretty smoothly. Yeah, I just use toss to look at the charts. That's all right. Yeah, you can do that, ATOMs. All right. Well, we're still watching to see if anything will turn around. BB certainly doesn't look like it, but EXPR possibly bottoming, AMC possibly putting in some renewed momentum. KOSS, no. Jill, no. GME, no. Might be over on GME. My portfolio is countermeasured. In other words, I have assets in my portfolio that go up when the market goes down. So actually, even though the market went down across my 200 or 300 stocks that I have in my portfolio, my portfolio went up a couple thousand. So I do teach that too. I'll be teaching that throughout the year, how to create an all-weather portfolio, which means a portfolio that doesn't go down. Believe it or not, you can construct that. A portfolio that doesn't go down. It's money magic. And I'll be teaching you guys how to do that throughout the year as the market stabilizes. When the market stabilizes, I'll be showing you how to do that. How do I feel about CCIV long-term? I don't really have a good, don't ask me long-term right now. The market's in such turmoil. I'd be very careful holding anything long-term. So right now we're swing trading and day trading the market because we're in the very micro view because the market is just so maniacal right now. When things stabilize, I can take a better long-term, give a better long-term perspective. Yeah, somebody says CCIV will go to 30 or down to 10. I mean, see, this is the way things are right now. Outlook uncertain. Outlook uncertain. When the VIX goes up, that's like the uncertainty index. Think of the VIX as the uncertainty index. When the VIX goes up, the markets become uncertain. That's really what the VIX ought to try and tell you. So you say, oh, should I bet on this, XYZ, because I think it's going to go up? Well, it's uncertain. It's highly uncertain. All right, we're watching these 6 stocks: BB, GME, Jill, EXPR, which is showing momentum, AMC, which is showing momentum, KOSS. And the levels to look for on EXPR, if you're new, is we won't get in until it breaks 8.9. AMC, 25.81. Somebody says watch FUBO. Yeah, let's take a look at FUBO really quick. I might switch that out for Jill here. I do want to take a look at FUBO. BB breaking the low of the day. Next stop, 15. And that's not for certain though. Don't suddenly short it or buy puts. There goes GME down. GME going down to 250 and halted again. What a crazy day on the market. What is it saying behind me? Short sellers close GameStop positions with huge losses. Yeah, that's not exactly what's going on, but yes, perhaps. If that were the case, we'd be seeing it squeeze. Oh man, CNBC, get it right. All right. Hopefully all of you are out of the danger zone on BB. GME is like fully crapped out. Jill fully crapped out. If there was an entrance on FUBO next, it would be at 53.45, okay? 53.45. I wish there was a, okay, eraser. Let's see if that works. Oh, nice. And now I'm going to be able to write in FUBO right there. Nice. Zoom doesn't completely suck. All right, there we go. So now we're watching FUBO on the bottom right. If FUBO breaks 53.45, you can go all in is what it would be. 53.45. There was actually a trade there in the morning on FUBO that we could have got. We weren't stocking it though. We weren't watching it, so we missed it. We can't get everything. Why do I leave BB? What do you mean, sir? Can you say that again? Was that a voice translated message? Really, Ryan? Oh yeah, Rocket's up 10%. Yep, I see it on the radar there. Give me a second to scale out my last little smidgen of BB because I was not able to access that. I lost about, I don't know, probably 5% on BB, but I was able to get one order that made some profits and another one that made break even. Let's see what's up with Rocket in my account. Oh, yes. Damn. I have 20 contracts there, so I'm up $5,000 on Rocket. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate you letting me know. Certainly puts me in a good mood. All right, look at FUBO. It's starting to run back up to, like I said, FUBO all in would be 53.45. That's correct, Elliot, although I'll have to recheck all those years on it. Maybe it's 27, 25, 23. But yeah, check my bio on primetimetradinggroup.com. to learn all about me. In our group, we do have a couple other analysts as well. How do I feel about MRX? I like your live. Thank you, Michael. Make sure you tune in every day. Click the link in my bio, all right? Somebody said, that seems like a good amount of years. Yeah. And back then, there was no, high-end way to learn fast. You had to teach yourself everything. So I've lost, I believe it was $750,000 in a trade. I've made $1.2 million on a trade, and I've lost it all. Just like everybody, in the beginning, you see these people, they're like, oh my God, I made, millions of dollars. If you make whatever you make in a day, you can lose in a day, and you probably will. The real winners are the ones that make a little bit consistently day by day, every day. Watch out for people who, made a massive amount of money in one day, because that's a sign that they can lose a massive amount of money in one day. It's highly abnormal. Even billionaires placing these, hedge fund type bets where they make, billions of dollars on a play. For them, that's a small percentage of their net worth. Robinhood just crashed, somebody said. Everybody else have that problem? Today was my first day here. Thank you for the clear and understandable way of trading. Thank you, Steve. Giving some indication on entry and exit points without too much chit chat. Yeah, it could be an auction. It could be like an auctioneer. WWR, somebody says WWR. Ryan, can you go check WWR? See what's up on WWR? Let me know if it's something we should pay attention to. So AMC starting to put an uptrend in. But we're not really going to get in for a momentum on that until about 25.81. GME is still in a downtrend. FUBO is appreciating in an ABC D pattern. KOSS failing. EXPR possibly bottom reversing. AMC possibly bottom reversing. BB is in distress. GME is in distress. Yeah, no on BB. What's up with Nokia? Let me see if I've got that on my list here. Yeah, Nokia. Don't even trade Nokia. It has way too big of a flow. It's not really going to move. Why AMC at 25.81? Because that would be the break of the pre-market high, which is where all of the momentum will be. Until then, you're pushing into bag holders. There are people who are just waiting to get out, and they hate the fact that they're down. People have put a lot of money into the higher price levels, let's say 22. And when it comes back there, they're going to take at least half their position off, maybe 25%, because they've been waiting all this time. They're crying over in a corner, these bag holders. And when $22 hits, it's going to create a sale. There's going to be volume of sales coming. So there's a lot of resistance pushing through the bag holders all the way to 25.81. But guess what happens at 25.81? Any more bag holders up above there? None. And if anyone's shorting AMC, that's the key level in which they're going to have to buy to cover. So you're going to get people who are buying at that level, momentum traders, and shorts buying to cover at that level. So you're going to get double effect on that break. So that's why we wait for 25.81. Until then, short sellers are fine. They're hanging out. They're like, yeah, no problem. We got no short squeeze until 25.81. Somebody asks, what app should I get for starting to invest? Get Webull if you're talking about an app. But if you want to use your computer, get a TDA Ameritrade account and use Thinkorswim, the software I have here. It's just worth learning. It's difficult. Sure, I know you see lots of buttons and things everywhere, but you'll get the hang of it. You can do it. And it would be the best if that's the way you go. Otherwise, if you just want to be like a phone trader, I think probably Webull. What would you guys recommend over on the Zoom? Thank you, Ryan, for checking on that. What would you recommend, like phone trading, the best phone trader app? Certainly not Robinhood. It just crashes all the time, but it has a beautiful interface. That's just true, but certainly not Robinhood. It'd be either Webull or I feel like I'm missing one. I think we got a lot of Webull. We got a lot of Webull recommendations just then. Yeah, and there's another one for Webull. Votes for Webull are really good. We have 8 slots open on the Zoom. If anyone wants to come in and watch the screen in 4K and watch this broadcast through our Zoom. So follow the links in bio, description, wherever that is. Come join our Discord and get into the Zoom. If the Zoom is full and you still want to see the full screen, come on over to the YouTube. And you YouTubers, yeah, you can come on over. Use your referral code. WUCO. Yeah. Here's some questions from the YouTube. Does anyone know how to decipher the WSB Reddit? For example, I found a buried thread calling AMC at 2.55 8 days ago, and then they stopped talking about it on the main threads. Yeah, I don't know. Weeble for mobile. So a lot of votes for Weeble. For Weeble for mobile. TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim for desktop computer. And if the ultimate, if you have $30,000 that you can put in an account and you want to do day trading, and please make sure that you come and get mentored by me in our group so that you don't lose that money. Okay, number one. But you then would want to get a Lightspeed account with DOS Trader. That'll allow you to have the fastest orders. You won't have any liquidity problems, any of these brokerage issues, et cetera, et cetera. Somebody asked, what was that? Can you have multiple brokerage accounts? Yes, you can. And on TDA, you can set up a couple that are different types. And by doing so, then you can, if you have a small amount of money, you could put 1,000 in each, for instance, if you had 3,000, and you'll get 3 day trades per week, essentially, in each of those accounts, which will allow you to do 1 or 2 day trades per day. For every 5 days, you can just rotate them. Yes, sir. Yeah, I hope the SEC doesn't crack down too hard on Wall Street bets. I mean, it's the same thing that hedge funds have been doing. Pump and dump there's nothing, the SEC has already cracked down on pumping and dumping. And it's at the point where it's at now. I mean, come on, GME was practically a penny stock. Anything below $20 is kind of a penny stock, but if you're at like $4, you're a penny stock. I know it's not pennies, but that's what's considered. All right, it looks like AMC is breaking out of a particular pivot point, so that's developing some momentum. BB, the same. BB is having the same. And GME and EXPR, they're all turning around right now. So let's start taking a look. Just in case this starts to rush towards one of our breakpoints, let's go over those breakpoints again. Let me just draw one in right now that I have to draw in. And this one. So we're watching FUBO also. Okay, so let me tell you where the breakpoints are for half-ins and all-ins. Okay, so we're watching AMC, EXPR, KOSS, FUBO, GME, and BB. And on BB, you would get half-in at 23.48. All right, so you can write these down, 23.5 rather. So if BB breaks 23.5, you go half-in. AMC, if it breaks 25.81, you go all in. EXPR, 8.89 or 8.9, you would go all in. On GME, you'd have to wait for it to break 385, at which point you could go all in. FUBO, 53.4, 53.5. 53.5 on FUBO would be all in. And KOSS, 21.54 would be half in. So now we're seeing the market turn around. The market's coming back up off of the low, and a lot of these stocks are doing better. What I don't like about FUBO is going into the break is it's rushing all the way up to it. It's already trending up. That usually results in a fake out and a pullback. You know, what we'd like to see is some more rest and pushing up, rest and some zigzag, some Elliott wave formation, and then a flat top wedge on 53.5 level, and then breakout. Somebody asked when I would sell BB. I wouldn't really be a multi-day holder on any of these crazy stocks right now. I would day trade them all the way from the pre-market into through the after hours. That's where all the opportunity is. I don't think you can really guess where it's going to be in the morning after hours trading is finished. Now Corsair's on a tear. Dang. Ryan, are you still in Corsair? We got stopped out, I think, a couple days ago. And how about Fizz, Ryan? How is Fizz doing? What about EXPR? Let's see. What could happen? Pretty sure an all-in is where you put all your money in. That is correct, EXPR. So what does that mean? Half in, all in, some people are asking. It means whatever your buying power is in that moment, you know, you put half in. And technically, if you have a day trading account, it's like full liquidity. So you don't hold positions, you day trade. So you have full liquidity. And that means all in would be your entire account. And that sounds scary. And there are situations where it would be like GME. But for the most part, it's not a problem. You divide it by the price of the stock, and that's the number of shares you get. And then if the stock drops a little bit, you get out. And so you only end up losing some percents, 1%, 5%. Worst case scenario could be 10 or 15%. But your gains, like the other day on GME, were 54%. So if you had a $30,000 account, you'd now have a $45,000 account. So you would make those kinds of gains in one day. So look at EXPR is making the momentum run. The problem is it's a parabolic move. So parabolic moves can pull back really fast. So we got to watch out. We want to see the same thing with FUBO. We want to see some zigzag. We want to see some rests. We want to see a trend, potentially a wedge formation underneath a level. That way, when it breaks out, it will actually run instead of running and faking out. But we can still make money even on a fake out, but you're going to have to be quick. I'm probably not even going to be able to advise you, okay, get all out, that whole thing. It could be a matter of 10 to 20 seconds on fake outs. Here's how you got to think about fake outs. If the price breaks through the level that you expected it to just take off from, and it doesn't, then get out. Especially, if it starts to hit your break even. And if it goes down from there, what happened? It didn't continue, right? So get out. That's easy. You can always get back in. What's losing a lot of people money is the inability to not get back in. There we go. FUBO, nice pullback. Hopefully it's just a 50% retrace, which would mean let's make sure it holds about 50. FUBO, we need to see holding 50. If you're on the TikTok and you can't see my screen where I'm talking about FUBO, it's because you need to go over to the YouTube or the Discord. We have 11 open slots on our Zoom in the Discord, so you can watch my screen in 4K and communicate with me there. Fizz hit 200 this morning. Son of a... But, all in all, that would have been only like another couple $1,000. We did really well on that option. 342% gains. I believe it was 330% gains. I'll take that, in a maniacal, crazy situation the way it is. All right, cup and handle on BB. Potential small breakout at 21.75 coming. Any of you more experienced scalpers, you should see that. You could probably take that. But we're waiting for the momentum breakout on BB, on AMC, and on EXPR at those key levels that I mentioned. Yes, Roman. We have 14 open slots on the Zoom if anybody wants to come in. Things are picking up on the YouTube and on TikTok. We currently have 270 traders tuning in today. So sorry if I miss your message, but I'm sure we'll catch up later. Just join our trading group on the free side, on the trial side, on the paid side, whatever you want to do. And then we can talk over there on the Discord. Just send me a private message. Oh, there you are. Okay. And, okay, there we go. Elliot, I gave you those permissions finally, but it hasn't been a problem, it looks like. What's a good strategy for a non-day trading account? Swing trades, really ideally. Swing trades, and then the occasional good-looking day trade, like one day trade every now and then. Again, there's 14 slots open on the Zoom, so you can see my full screen in 4K and be part of our group. Just follow the links in my bio or the description, and we'll see you there. AMC going back up. Well, you know, yeah, but for it to be really meaningful, it's going to have to break out. Otherwise, it's just a tease. And with so much resistance, what happened on FUBO can happen on AMC, can happen on EXPR as these things grind up. It's not necessarily safe for me to advise you to take those particular types of trades. Not on these stocks. There's just too much danger. Yeah, okay, get ready on EXPR. 8.9 would be all-in entry on EXPR. The problem is it could be a fake out because it's gone parabolic. So if it is a fake out, start scaling out profits almost right away. So you get in, you're happy you got a fill at 8.9. And you can even enter that as a stop limit order now or a stop market order, 8.9. And then from there, you're going to want to start to take some profits, 10% and 25% every little bit of appreciation, every 25 cents, every 20 cents. Every 20 cents would be a good rule on this one. Wow, the ash just went to 11, so I think we're halted. EXPR is halted. All right. I wish we had this one day where stocks didn't halt. I'd love to see what the behavior of unhalted stocks are. I have a feeling it would look a lot like full-blown capitalism. You don't think it's halted? It's halted. It's halted. What does a halted stock mean? I'm new, Jonathan. So if a stock goes too crazy too fast, the stock market halts it from trading for 5 minutes. And then when it resumes, it could open way up higher if people wanted to get in. You could be placing, buy orders right now, and that will push things higher when it opens. Or if people are freaking out, scared, then it would potentially open lower after the halt. So it's very dangerous to be holding through a halt. But this looks like this is going to be it, guys, on EXPR. So get your orders all ready to go. When it breaks 8.9, which it looks like it's just going to gap open up there, what I want you to do is please take a second or two or three to just look at the direction. Is it going up or is it pulling back? If it's pulling back, don't get in. If it's going up, it's got the upward momentum, go ahead and get in, but then get out every 20 cents, 10 or 25% of your position. You're going to have to act fast. You know, those of you with excellent day trading setups won't be a problem. But those of you without that, be very, very careful here to be acting very quick. Okay. You don't have to grab it and cross your fingers and let it go all over the place throughout the rest of the day, down and up, putting you through hell, and then eventually sell because you think it's going to go way, way up. All you got to do is get in, scale out on some profits, and if it goes further, get back in again. You see what I mean? You get in, start scaling out as it goes up. Now you're all out. And if it keeps going, get in again. Scale out, scale out, scale out. Now you're all out, and then you get in again, and you just keep doing it. Like I'm going to call that. I mean, designed that. I'm going to call that the ladder technique. What do you guys think? Sound good? We'll refer to that as the ladder. The ladder day trading strategy. But you want to have a day trading account to be able to effectively do that. It is true. But otherwise, you can just take one of these trades. Jonathan's excited about AMC being almost 17, but we need it to be 25.81. All right, we're going to be coming out of the halt soon on EXPR. Everybody get ready. Did anybody note what time it halted? Here we go. Halt on circuit breaker 9:38.29, 38.29.53. So at 43, at the 43-minute mark, it will resume. 10:43, whatever it is, Eastern time. Look at KOSS. Look at KOSS. The half in on KOSS is 21.54. Half in on KOSS at 21.54, but it's all in on EXPR at 8.9. So do you want to wait for one or the other, or do you have two accounts you can do this in? We have 13 slots open in our Zoom. If you want to come join our Zoom, we have 13 slots open. Looks like KOSS got halted. EXPR will be a buy above 8.9, but once it becomes unhalted, you're going to want to watch the direction. Is it going green, 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 green? Get in right away. Is it going red, 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 red? Don't get in. But it could then, curve up, okay? So, grab onto the string as the thing is going up, if it's going up, and then sell every 20 cents, okay? Sell every 20 cents up to $1, up to $1 mark, and then be all out by, up there near the dollar mark, and then get back all in if it's pushing through that next dollar mark. Ladder technique. Ladder technique. So you're climbing up a ladder. All right, get ready. We're going to come out of the halt on EXPR any second now. Be watching EXPR. In a couple minutes, KOSS will come out of a halt. But right now, EXPR. Be ready. Any second, EXPR is going to start up again. I won't be able to advise you. It'll be so fast. You'll have to do what I was just talking about. You're going to have to see it with your own eyes, and like a sharpshooter. If you want to be doing day trading, this is what it's like. Somebody's saying something about 1643. What are you talking about? I'm not sure what somebody was saying there. No, I wouldn't necessarily swing any of these, and the options pricings will be very expensive. If you do want to do that, then get something deep in the money. Get an option deep in the money. So look at FUBO. I like that. See, that's that nice zigzagging pullback rest. It did a 50% retrace. Excellent price action going on FUBO. Eventually, we'll take the break all in on FUBO at 53.48. Oh, good. EXPR made it easy on us. It didn't even go up to break the 8.9 level. Excellent. So no one got in. So we're still safe on EXPR. And it looks like it may have halted again. Yep, I think it did. All right, you guys, KOSS is what's going to be coming out of the halt next. And at that point, you want to, if it breaks 21.54 and it comes out of the halt and it's pushing up, if it's going up, it's green, then you grab onto that string, you go up, sell every 20 cents. We have 16 slots open in our Zoom. Anybody who wants to get in. KOSS will be coming out any second. If you can't get into the Discord, ma'am, sir, go to the YouTube link in my bio. We have 70 people over on the YouTube. You can watch through the YouTube, okay? Cool. I'll be right back. Use the ladder technique on KOSS. Green, get in, red, get out. Be right back. All right, I'm here. All right, look at KOSS go. If KOSS breaks 23, you go all in on KOSS. If KOSS breaks 23, you're all in on KOSS. Did it halt again? No, it didn't. Yes? No. I think it did. Wow, look at KOSS go. So go ahead and start taking some out. I think it halted. Are you guys halted on KOSS? Okay. Who got in? Let me know the number of shares. Just type in 1,000, in 500, in 100, in 5,000, whatever. In 50. Let me know if you're in. I'd like to know if you're in that trade. So during this halt, I know how many people are in and in a dangerous situation. You don't want to be holding through these halts. That's one of the dangers. Okay. That's how fast it happens when these things start to take off like this. There seems to be a lot of excitement over KOSS. I mean, if you look at all these charts together, where do you see the most excitement? I think today it's KOSS. It's not BB, it's KOSS. And therefore, I have hope that when it gets unhalted, it's going to go up. But believe you me, a lot of people are scared, and there will be sell orders. And so you got to watch out. You got to watch out and make sure that you take profits right away. You can always get back in. Remember what I say? You can always get back in. So if you get some kind of a great profit, you can choose. Should I get all out? Should I take off 10%, 25%, half? Half is good. But there's no shame in getting all out since you can get back in if you need to. A lot of people are asking, why do these stocks halt? Why do they halt? We'll have class tonight, and we can talk about that more then. Free class tonight, always, every night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. EXPR is resuming. Nobody should be in EXPR yet. Entry would be at 8.9. 8.9 would be the all-in on EXPR. It's gone crazy. GME is working its way back up to the 350s. That's good. Everything turned around. Everything turned around. The market itself is working its way back up. We're starting to get the wind at our back, and that's helping. Does anybody need the key breakout levels and amounts for these stocks? So EXPR is trading, and the breakout level is almost there. 8.9, 8.9, go all in at 8.9 when it happens. 8.9, you can create a stop market or a stop limit order there on EXPR. When the bids hit 8.9, you go all in EXPR. KOSS will be coming out of a halt soon. And go ahead and take your profits. No shame in that if it's way up. And then you can rebuy in if it starts to push higher. If it's red, let it sit for a second. Let it adjust because it goes like this, right? And let it maybe dip down and then start to come up a tad. And it might even dead cat bounce and then fall down further. But if it goes red and you can't get out in time, you can actually do better if you allow it a chance to rebound just a touch. All right. So those are the two different directions that KOSS could go on the opening of the halt. And either way, it seems like, you want to be selling some. Probably the best sell you could do is half. The best take profit you can do is half. Did EXPR halt at 8.83? Really? It seemed like it was trading so smoothly. All right, EXPR is halted again. What are the exact requirements for a stock to halt? I believe it's if it moves, correct me if I'm wrong, 10 or 20%, I forget which figure it is, in a 5-minute period. Gabriel, why don't you look that up real quick? Circuit breaker halt, stock market. And just let me know, I forget, is it 10 or 20%? In a 5-minute period. I think the reason why I can't remember that properly is because the requirements change in the first 30 minutes of the day versus the rest of the day versus the final hour of trading. So KOSS came out of the halt, shot way up there. People are taking profits, which is what you should have done. Hopefully you've been stalking it and watching it. You can always get back in, but go ahead and take your profits on KOSS. And we'll wait to get back in if it breaks 27.5. Yeah, it could, Jared. All right, BB grinding up, FUBO grinding up. GME going too parabolic. It's a bit too parabolic. I'd be concerned, but GME entry would be 353. Be watching it like a hawk. At 353, GME is half entry. 353, GME half entry. The way it's formed, you could get in at 354, 353, somewhere in there. And then I think it's going to just pop to like 390 at that point. So if you can sell fast enough at 390, that'd be the right move. All right, 27.5 on, okay, KOSS is all in, was at 27.5, breaking the new high of the day. Probably is going to end up getting halted again soon here. Yeah, KOSS is the break of the high of the day, would be the new entry for all in. And then be taking profits every 20 cents until you've gotten, you know, almost $1 worth. Ladder technique. What's up with Jill? We were watching Jill. We're not watching it right now. We're watching FUBO. Ryan, what's up with Jill? Best type of trading to start for a beginner, day or long term? Medium term, Ben. Swing trading. Okay, as you can see, KOSS is pulled back. When it starts pulling back, you just get all out. Okay? You don't hold through a big, huge pullback like that. And then you wait for it to break the high of the day to get back in. So right now that's 29.23. If you see KOSS break 29.23, you get all in. I think it just did just now when I said that. Ryan, Jill's about to break the open, but not the high of the day. Ryan, let me know when we're close to breaking the pre-market high on Jill. When we're getting close, when it's looking like, you know, it's going to happen in the next few minutes. But we're actually in the same situation with FUBO. So let's just use FUBO. It's pretty close. Well, you know, I'd have to lose one of these in order to pull up Jill. And I think they're kind of all in play, except for maybe AMC. And I don't think anybody wants me to remove AMC. We remove AMC and all of a sudden, you know, nobody believes us that we know what we're doing, even though AMC is not moving right now. All right, KOSS broke the high of the day and then used the ladder technique, right? KOSS, it broke the high of the day, used the ladder technique to sell every 20 cents. Actually, I think, is KOSS halted again? It might be halted. There goes EXPR. That's all in on EXPR. It broke 8.9. First time, EXPR. We got it. EXPR. Nice. Some, Alex, some. You know, stick with me and you'll start to get all the little finesse of it all. All right, so 8.9, right? Now use the ladder technique. Sell every 20 cents, okay? It's happening now. You need to do it. Sell every 20 cents, sell 20%. That sounds perfect. You bet, Alex. I'd like to see you. See you there. KOSS is halted. FUBO's grinding up. There goes GME. Who caught the break on GME? You in GME? I told you what, 354. Get in, half in on GME. I'd love to see some of you in there. Jacob, can you put it with the ref, question mark ref? Post that again, buddy. I mean, Elliot, you don't have it. You don't remember it. You don't remember it? All right, I'll have to type it. Right in the middle of trading. Come on. Write it down. All right, here you go. Oh, it is? Well, do what you want with the dude. I think you can like mute him if you want. That's hilarious. What do you mean? That's not the fake. You guys are calling each other fake? Dude, you just boot the other Jacob because literally just boot him. Like we don't need him. It's just too confusing. Just boot him just because it's confusing. He thinks he's co-host. I took those privileges away a long time ago. No, I'm the co-host. No, I'm the real co-host. Look at GME. All right, you guys, as we approach the 385 level, I want you to get near all out on GME. Did it halt? Okay, so I want you to be taking at least half out now, maybe 25% of your GME. Did everybody get into GME? I hope you did. You will get all in again at 385, but in the meantime, I want you to be taking profits on GME. At this point, you should be 25 to 50% out off of that break from 354. These things can pull back hard really fast. So be taking your profits both over time and as price increases. You'll be de-risking over time and you'll be taking profits as price increases. So like every $10, take off 25%. So figure out where you should be right now. If you got it at 354 and it's at 374, you should already be 40 to 50% out GME. So on EXPR, use the ladder technique. Every 20 cents, be getting out 20%. And then by the time it gets to to break a new high, you top off and go all in. So if EXPR breaks 9.5, which it's about to do, top off to all in. It's about to do that. But in the meantime, you're taking those 20-cent, 20% profits. Okay. And the same thing with GME, you just multiply it by 10 or 100 or whatever. Yeah, the FUBO break happens. Everybody paying attention? 53.48 was the entry on FUBO. Guys should have had that written down. I can't, hold your hands and push the buttons for you. We're watching 6 stocks here. We've been talking about it all morning. I've been giving key level breaks. So hopefully you guys got out. So look, GME hard pulled back. Obviously that's an all out. You get all out of GME and a hard pulled back. And I hope to goodness that you took all those profits I told you about. So now you'd be probably better than break even, not down. You should not be down on GME. And you're certainly all out. A big red drop like that, easy all out. That's way too much of a pullback. So what's up with KOSS? It hasn't resumed. There we go. KOSS has resumed trading now at like 27. All right. So if it goes down and starts putting red in, you want to get out of KOSS. And then you can always get back in. KOSS 30.1 would be the re-entry on KOSS. How do I take off the confirmation? Oh man, it's complicated. You have to turn on auto send, but you can't turn on auto send unless you edit what those little buttons are that you can have on your active trader. And you may not know how to do that, but there's a little gear icon there. Okay, auto send. So KOSS, everybody should be all out on KOSS. That was a big red drop. You either took your profits or you stopped out. All out on KOSS. GME is back up above entry. So if you didn't get out on that big drop, now's your chance to get all out of GME. And then you're going to get back all in when it breaks 385. But right now we're in the danger zone. So you want to get out. Same thing with KOSS. You're all out on KOSS, all out on GME. FUBO, is it halted? It doesn't seem to be moving much. Who got in FUBO? Who was stocking FUBO and got that entrance? Because that was a pretty cool breakout. And just use that technique. Every 20 cents, be taking out 20%. And then on FUBO, go back all in at 55. Current key level on FUBO is 55. So if you've been taking profits on FUBO, you would top up or go all in at 55. On KOSS, the all-in would be 30.1. This is the high of the day at the moment. EXPR, the all-in would be 9.5. Oh, right there. Oops. All right. I got some food here. All right. FUBO is appreciating. How's everybody doing? You guys making money? If you do these techniques right, you're going to do really well. That's awesome, Ryan, but yeah, I'm just not on it. If you want, you can explain your thesis, find an option, and post it to the group and say, hey, look, this is what I'm thinking on Corsair. Seems to be Evan's style. I think this is, decent. Let's give it a shot, whatever. But usually if something's up already, Ryan, I don't get in. So that's not my style. I get in before they pop. All right. EXPR is now an all-in. Okay, did you guys catch that break? Were you stalking the price there? GME, you should be all out already, but you will go all in at 385. FUBO, you can be taking your profits, getting all out of that, but then get back all in at 55. KOSS, you should be completely all out on that. If it breaks 30.1, you'd go all in. So are we clear about all these levels? BB's not really yet in play. AMC's not really yet in play. Yeah, AMC's going sideways, but the cool thing about stocks that go sideways is usually in the afternoon around 12:30, that's when they break out. So AMC is not the big play of the day, that's the way it works. Today it's GME, EXPR, and KOSS, and FUBO. And maybe Jill. I'm not stalking Jill, but Jill looked like it was going to break out. Get ready for breakout on GME. It'd be all in at 385. Make sure you take all your profits all out if you're still in GME around here. This is a resistance level. On GME, you want to basically be all out around this level, 379, 380. Getting ready to go all in at 385. If the pre-market high is 5.55 on Jill, yes, sir, Gabriel. Yeah, but I'm not surprised, Jonathan, because the float on AMC is huge. So it's nothing like a GME. EXPR is almost exactly like GME, very similar. And KOSS is like 10 times better than GME. I mean, look at KOSS. It went from 18 to 30. The breakout of AMC is at 25.81. So we're way off from that breakout. Everybody should be all out of GME. I got you all out at the top, 380. If it breaks 385, GME would be all in. FUBO, you should be all out long time ago. FUBO's all in would be at 55. EXPR, you can start scaling out every 20 cents like I taught you. And you just keep doing that until you get a hard pullback and just get all out at that moment. And then you wait for it to pop to high again to get all in. Thanks, Elliot. We are killing it on 6 stocks today. Is FUBO halted? No, it is not. It's just moving slowly, which is nice. Shouldn't really be in FUBO right now. The all-in on FUBO would be at 15.5. Okay, KOSS has resumed trading at 30.1. You would go all in on KOSS. Oh, shit. I think it just halted again. KOSS is halted again. Excuse me for a second. You guys use the ladder technique to trade. Give me 3 minutes. I have to clean up some hard drive space. Guide each other. Anyone who knows the ladder technique that I just mentioned? Help each other out. Join the Zoom. There's 20 slots open on the Zoom for you guys to come in and join. All right, everything looks pretty good to me. As EXPR halted, it did halt again. All right. Yes, it did halt. I'm just having a bite here while you guys handle your trades. And I need to clear up some file disk space on my computer. Ah, okay, I see something I can get rid of right away. Let's do that. Must jettison gigabytes. Must jettison gigabytes. Well, ironically enough, during all that time, not much has changed. Everything we're trading is halted or grinding up. There's been no breakouts. Cool. All right, I reclaimed 7 gigs of disk space there. Let's see, how big is this? Too big, possibly. Too big. All right, we should be okay for a little bit. All right, I'm back, guys. How's everybody doing on TikTok? Thank you, man. We've got this market wrapped around our fingers, every single stock. All morning, we didn't get into any of these. And now we're in because we're making money. And we didn't get in earlier because we would have lost money. So this is the way. This is the way of the Evan Evans. This is how we do it here. This is the prime time way. Awesome. Jesus says he made money. Maybe it's Jesus. I'm getting texts about Nokia. What's the deal? So Nokia is not going to move a lot. It has a huge amount of shares, 500 million. So it's not going to move a lot. So there's no real big deal too much on Nokia. Don't listen to your friends too much on that one. It's not going to move much. There goes EXPR. It's resumed. There goes KOSS. It's resumed. They're up. So go ahead and take your profits. Take half like right away, right there. If you're in, take your profits. All right. They're going to halt again very soon if you don't. FUBO is getting very close to breakout. 55 is the breakout on FUBO. FUBO all in would be 55. GME, you should not have any shares left at this point. You should have taken profits and be sitting pretty on your profits on that. And you'd get the breakout at 385. What's up, Lishi? All right, you're taking profits on KOSS. And now see that pullback on KOSS? That would be a sign to get all out. And then you can get all in again if it breaks the high. Protect your money, protect your gains. EXPR, if you're up, for every 20 cents, you should have taken off 20%. So if you're up, say, 60 cents, you should be 60% out of your position. There's the break of the new high on EXPR. So now you top off, all in on EXPR. FUBO is getting mighty close. Get ready for entrance on FUBO. If you have any money left, you go all in on FUBO at 55. On EXPR, you're already taking profits every 20 cents, okay? 20% every 20 cents. GME is crapping out. We got all out at the max there, around 378, 379, 380. We're doing good. In the interest of mitigating, wow, there was a very interesting message from Thinkorswim. Did anybody get that? What did that just say? It went away. Couldn't read it. It was quick, right? Did you see that? All right, where's everybody at on KOSS? Okay, KOSS is pulling back, so you would top off and go all in on KOSS at 34.75. 34.75. Barring that, you should be taking profits, getting all out if it drops, et cetera, et cetera. EXPR, you're all out. Look at that big red drop there. You don't want to be in anymore on that. You get all out, and then we're going to wait. We're going to wait for another entry on the break of the high, 12.52. High of the day, EXPR would be all in. BB is grinding up to some key levels. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, see what we're working with. BB is getting close, 23.5. Remember on BB? Maybe you wrote it down. So we called all out on EXPR around 12 bucks. Nobody should be in that anymore. KOSS is pulling back hard. Nobody should be in that anymore. GME, we called all out on that. FUBO, we're all out on that. Those are all pulling back. You should have been taking your profits 20%, 40%, 60%, 80%, 100% all out, preparing to get back all in when momentum returns and we break those highs. GME, AMC, and other securities now have trading restrictions on TDA. Holy Toledo. Interesting. Interesting. Historic moment today. I don't know, Lishi. Nicole just mentioned that, or Whitney. Yeah, thank you. Just mentioned that. Very interesting. So FUBO's pattern of flat top wedging to the 55 point is excellent. Is very good. We like that. So when FUBO breaks 55, it's going to be good. And if it's not, just get out if it starts to break down and pull back, okay? But the potential is very good. I think EXPR halted again on the drop. Quite the day. Nokia about to push high of day. All right, so in that case, I'm not watching Nokia, but in that case, if you want to trade Nokia using this ladder technique and the momentum breakouts, you go all in on Nokia at the high of the day. But remember that Nokia moves very small increments. So instead of the 20-cent ladder technique on Nokia, you got to ratchet that way down to like a stop loss of 5 and maybe a 10 cent. You're in 100 EXPR at 10 performance. Maybe. I don't know. It's halted right now. That's the current price of it. Maybe after it opens, it'll be something else. Okay, FUBO broke the wedge that it was forming. So now it's less likely. A bearish hot dog forming on the SPY on what time frame, Renato? Yes, Ben, that is correct. Yep. No, these are not my go-to stocks. No, for income day trading, on a day like this, we're not focusing on that, but because the market's insane right now, this is a historic moment. But on a typical income trading day, we focus on AMD, Netflix, Facebook, Apple, et cetera, Starbucks, Zom, Exxon. And then for momentum day trading in the morning, we'll usually grab like an after-hour surprise earnings winner, like these on other days. So we're looking for basically where everyone's piling in. Schwab, how do you pronounce your name? Shay, maybe your name is Shay. But we'll have class tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time every night, Monday through Thursday. We have a live free class for everyone on TikTok, YouTube, and our trading group, Primetime Trading Group. So come join whatever that is tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Ask me these questions, and I'll help you. I'll help describe everything. It won't be the exact same one. It's a different Zoom. It's a different Zoom for members. But it's free. To get to the Zoom, it's for members, and it's free. But it'll also be on TikTok. It'll also be on YouTube. We have 20 open slots on the Zoom right now. If anybody from TikTok or Zoom wants to click through the links in the profile, you can come into the group and come into the Zoom and be watching our screens in 4K, full screen experience. FUBO stopped putting in a wedge pattern. That is correct. Good read, Yerd. It may break the 55 level, but it's not a wedge. And because of that, it's really double topped. And I think it may crap out from here. That's my prediction. But I'd be happy to see it break the high. And then we would grab that momentum. Anybody get into Jill? I'm not watching Jill. I mean, sorry, Nokia. I'm not watching it, but somebody said that it's kind of like about to break the high. Just remember to take 20% profits every 10 cents on Nokia. Excuse me while I grab another bite to eat. EXPR is unhalted. Take your profits based on how much you're up. For every 20 cents you're up, take 20% profit. So if you're up $1, get all out. And then if EXPR breaks the high, 12.52, you'll get back all in. So don't worry, you'll make more money, but take your profits. That's the beauty of this system. Taking profits when you have them. Did it halt again at 11.6? Okay. Yes, sir. We're watching BB on the other screen, sir. Check out the full screen experience. Click my YouTube link, for example, or the Discord link in my bio to see the full wide screen. We've got BlackBerry, GME, and FUBO, AMC, EXPR, and KOSS. Omar wants me to help him do his first option call, but I think you'd be better off tonight just attending class and asking about that. How do they work? How do options work? How do options calls work? I can just in 3 minutes, I can give you a nice explanation. Now we need to be watching the markets a bit more. There's the crap out on FUBO, called that to a T. FUBO crapped out. Why? Because it broke the wedge. So that became a very bearish signal around 54. And look at it, crapped out. It's back down to 51. GME is not going to have any kind of momentum worth getting until it breaks its high of 385. I can't even believe GME is up there. Fantastic. But really, you don't need to think. You don't need to believe anything. You don't need to guess anything. You just take the breakouts, take your profits, go where the money is. Today, this is where the money is. Tomorrow, might not be these stocks. We had all these up. Everybody thought AMC was going to be the big runner today. It wasn't. Some people did think EXPR would be the runner. and it was. But KOSS, I don't think was highly on many people's radar, and it ended up getting piling into. And Jill, I'm predicting today to be the beginning of GME type movement for the next few days on Jill. That's why I think Jill earlier today was a good chance for you to get options on it. I do teach techniques that work in Forex, yes. But I don't trade Forex live at the moment. In about 2 months, I'll probably set up an evening Forex live trading program. And then somewhere in there, I'll probably set up futures as well. So we'll trade Bitcoin, Forex, futures also. So corn and all that kind of stuff, whatever we can find that's volatile in the evenings. When do we get out of BB? Somebody says. Go ahead and get out now. You can always get back in. Are you at a profit? If you're at a profit, go ahead and get out now. You can always get back in, like I'm saying, at 23.5. A lot of people are scared to get out. But if you think about it, don't be scared to get out because you can get back in. Go ahead and get out. Go do a dance around your house, in your room, go outside, run around the block, go woohoo, and then come back and go, hey, do I want to play anything today? Hey, maybe BB. Maybe I could play BB. Well, the only thing is I'm not going to get in BB. This is what you tell yourself till it breaks 23.5. Because if it doesn't break 23.5, it's not going up. KOSS broke out. All right, everybody pile in. That's the all-in break on KOSS. This is what I said. I said KOSS is set up 10 times better than GME and EXPR because it's extremely low float. You don't know where KOSS is going to end up, but it's 10 times more well set up than GME to react to demand. All right, so everybody be taking your profits now. Do you see if you got in on that break already, start to take your profits because it's happening. It's okay because if, let's say you get all out, you can get back in all in at 36. Don't be scared to take profits. That's how we make money. GME is pushing up. KOSS is doing great. Did it halt? Nope, there it goes. It's pushing up more. Be taking your profits. That's like an all-in break again, topping off all in if you had already gotten all out and taken a lot of your profits, or you just top off all in on KOSS on that break of the high again. And start taking profits. If you're just, you got to have a fast system. If you don't, be scrambling right now and get your profits out. Take half out. If you're slow, maybe your first profit take should be 50%. All right, EXPR is resumed. Watch out because it could pull back, but basically it looks like it's pulling back. Okay, wait for it to break 13. Wait for EXPR to break 13 to pile in. Okay, there we go. There we go on EXPR. GME is going to come and retest 380s. If it breaks 385, that'll be all in on GME. And FUBO, as you know, the break would be 55. And BB would be 23.5. Right now, EXPR needs to break 13.65. Otherwise, you could start, de-risking, scaling out. Then you can top off and get all back in again if it hits 13.65. There it goes. It just broke. Same thing on KOSS. KOSS is halted, it looks like. KOSS halted again, I believe. Anybody concur on that? Yeah, I think so. Nothing going on AMC. Total flatline. Until what? So you take 20% profits every 20 cents on most of these average price stocks. But something like FUBO and GME, you got to multiply that ratio a bit. Maybe to every $5 or $10, take 20% on GME. But entrance on GME hasn't happened. It'll be at 365. I'm sorry, 385. Somebody asks, what should I go in on? These are all going crazy and they could be the end of the move, At a certain point here, enough is enough on some of these. There goes BB with a midday break on a lower pivot point, but entrance on BB will be at 2350 and it could be coming into play. I believe KOSS is halted. EXPR, you'd be all out at this point. That's too hard of a pullback. Okay. And then you get all in again at 14. Make sense? So right now we're just waiting and you should have been taking profits on EXPR. But when it breaks 14, all in on EXPR. FUBO about to break 55. It's a bit parabolic, could be a little bit of a fake out. So act fast once you get in. Make sure you take those 20 or 40 cent profit points. Yeah, FUBO is very close. Get ready on FUBO. $55. FUBO would be 55 would be entrance on FUBO. You guys need to join the Zoom or the YouTube. Follow the links in my bio, TikTok, guys, so you can see my full screen. You can see FUBO. We're watching it along with these other ones. We're watching 6 stocks. You're only seeing 3. We're watching 6. All right, what do we got here? What do we got? All right, KOSS with the hard pullback. Hopefully everybody got all out on that. You'd be getting all in again at 38. In the meantime, you wait it out, and you're definitely all out during that. Get a hard pullback like that. Okay, look out. FUBO is about to break out, Ryan. All right, get ready on that one. Ryan brought this one to our attention. FUBO about to break out, and that would be an all-in at 55 on FUBO. It could be a fake out, so be quick to take 25 or 50% of your profits, and then we'll see how it goes. If FUBO starts to freak out, it's okay. We can buy more. You don't have to worry about the fact that you took some profits and got out. All right, so be ready. FUBO broke. There it is. Hopefully you guys are in. All right, it's going up. I'd say take 20% profits at 56. You have a split second to do so. EXPR is crapping out. KOSS is crapping out. You see a big red candle like that, you just get out right away. And then you just wait for entry on EXPR, $14. You were already all out. I already got you all out of EXPR, so no one should be in EXPR. Next breakout on KOSS is 38. Next breakout on EXPR is 14. BB, 2350. GME, 385. Over on FUBO, you're getting ready to take your next profits. You should be 40% out already on FUBO. Has everybody been taking their profits? You got in at 55 and it's almost at 57. There's the 57. You should be just about half out on it. All right. The ladder technique. All right, so EXPR is halted, fine, but FUBO is still moving around. If FUBO starts to pull back on the ladder, okay, then you can just go ahead and get all out. You can get back in at 57. FUBO's next all in is 57. And GME's all in will be 385. Yeah, we've got a bullish hot dog, 5-minute bullish hot dog forming on BB, but still, we're not getting until 2350. We have to see the momentum. The next FUBO is 57. You guys should be all out on FUBO. It's pulled back too much. Keith, I'd love to look at Jill, but we've got these 6 up here and no one's going to let me take off AMC. You know, yeah, I'm sure Jill's doing great. I would love to. I advised this morning everyone get a few options on Jill while it was low. Sorry, I wasn't off screen. Yeah, Nokia and Jill, I would love to be taking a look at the same time, but we've got these 6 up. I'll try to switch over and reprogram everything for a 9-up view for tomorrow. Okay, cool. Yeah, AMC is just going sideways, but it could pick up around 12:30 Eastern time. The FUBO all-in breakout entrance would be at 57, and it is coming up. It's looking good. You'd pile on at 57, and then just take like every 25 to 50 cents on FUBO because it's a little bit higher priced. You'd get out 20% or so. Apple trading near record high ahead of quarter one results. Can somebody tell me what Apple's at? I don't know why, but it's not on my system here, and I want to stay looking at this with you guys. Is it at like 144? 142.65. Thanks, Maddie. That's no big deal. Why is that news? Oh, they're just trying to make news out of the earnings coming up. Apple's holiday quarter results, services segments in the spotlight. Interesting. All right, so nobody's in on FUBO yet. It did not break 57. If you are in, you should be peeling all out. EXPR is probably going to resume trading any minute, and KOSS has resumed trading at 36. It's at now. If it breaks 38, all in. KOSS 38, all in. It's almost there. I think it just tapped it. Careful. At 38, you can pile into KOSS, and then you want to take your profits again every 20 cents. You'll be happy. See, if you set that as a limit every 20 cents and it goes up 50 cents and you're trying to get out, 20%, and you set, sell 20% at market, you're going to get out at a higher price anyway. Then you're like, oh man, I needed to get out actually because it went up 50 cents. I need to get out 40%. So now you're setting up your next order, and all of a sudden you're making more money than you can even imagine. So the 20-cent rule works. 20% every 20 cents works for you. Keeps you taking profits. And you won't get just 20 cents. Sometimes you're going to get a lot more because the thing's just sometimes going to take off. You know, you're trying to get out for 20%. The thing went up $10. You know what I'm saying? All right. Somebody asks, should I hold AMC? I mean, right now it's baselining. So if it falls below 15, no. But if it stays above 15, yes. All right, let's talk about levels. We have a chance here on everything to do that. Write it down with a pencil. You're not going to be able to remember these. BB, if it breaks 23.5, that's all in. GME, if it breaks 385, that's all in. EXPR, if it breaks 14, that's all in. Wow, it looks like it's going up right now. KOSS was all in at 38. I said that earlier. Hopefully some of you just got in because it just broke that. KOSS is zooming. FUBO, 57. 57 will be all in on FUBO. KOSS, you should be in if you're up because you took the break at 38. If you're up now, you should be taking your profits. It's up over $1. So technically that should practically be all out. And there it went back and it pulled back to 36.48. Okay, that's funny. How do I get you to join back in, Elliot? Let's see. Yeah, don't know if I can do that. Oh, probably there might be something here on participants. No. Oh. I'll see what I can do, Elliot. Nah, it's not letting me. All right, you just managed the TikTok and the YouTube. Hey, everybody on YouTube. All right, again, we have 25 4K screen sharing slots open on Zoom, on our Zoom in the Discord. If anyone wants to join the Zoom on our Discord, the link is over on the Discord in the public chat area for free. There's 25 slots open. You can watch our full screen in 4K. Woohoo, there goes KOSS. That was a breakout. If you're holding KOSS, you'd be taking profits now. If you just got in, you probably already should be taking profits and waiting for the next break. 20%, 40%, half position on KOSS. The breakout was 38, I believe. It's now at 41.22. We started the day on KOSS at like 16. And what I've been trying to say, even from the pre-market, you can rewind the video, is KOSS, I think, has the ability to be even bigger than GME. And that's because the float is so low. There's the break on FUBO. Did anybody catch that entrance on FUBO? Was at 57. And then you want to incrementally take out like every 20 or 30, 40 cents. What should you buy now? You got to wait for the breaks. Did KOSS halt again just like that? All right, it's a pain in the butt, right, Nikki? Yeah. I know you guys wanted to get your profits out. That's part of the system. But hopefully you can see that when these things unhalt, what you got to do with it. You either got to get all the hell out or kind of like take all the hell out profits. So it's almost like the same either way. So it's not fun holding through a halt. Ideally, you sell right before their halt. So look, KOSS is up to 42. Okay, it would halt again at 45.84, you know, approximately. Totally historic day. It's going to be talked about. It's going to change things. It's already going to change things. I mean, TDA saying we can't even trade certain things or limited access to trade certain things. The SEC possibly cracking down on free speech. And possibly new regulations going forward over the next months to ratchet down on things doing this. Historic day. The market is pulling back again. So our swing positions, make sure you tend to those, everybody. Watch your stops on your swings. If anybody wants to join the live Zoom, here is the direct link on the YouTube. We have 25 open slots. All right, see if that works. Not sure that it will. Give it a try. We have 24 open slots on the Zoom, 23 open slots. Thank you, Darshan. Thank you very much. All right, so at 15 on AMC, if you were holding, somebody asked about that, like Investor or something, asked if they should hold AMC. Definitely not, but at the moment, yeah. But if it breaks 15, no, you should get all out if it breaks 15. The BB all in would be 23.50. The GME all in would be 385. We're not touching GME right now. Forget it. GME 385. We got to see that. Then we go all in. FUBO's grinding up nicely. Have you guys been taking profits? There hasn't been a drop. So there's like every 20 cents or 50 cents, you go ahead and start scaling out. FUBO should be treating you well. And then KOSS, the high of the day is 41.84. That will be your all-in point. But it's halted. EXPR, we need it to break $14. All right, so everybody all clear on everything we're watching? Okay. Somebody asked me what software I'm using. This is TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim. Very good software. Seems to be working today through all this havoc. Yeah, Jonathan, no, I'm a fan of AMC. No, actually, I'm not. I mean, like, as from an investment perspective, I don't really see the potential. But there goes. AMC just broke 15. That's a key pivot point. It's now going to crap out and go retest 12. AMC will now fall and retest 12. EXPR crapping out. So no need to get into that. You should be all out on EXPR. Hopefully nobody got trapped. If you did, you need to make sure you have an all-out market order going on. Nokia halted at 8.81. Wow. Are you in that, Mehdi? Are you using these techniques? Did you play Nokia? All right, you could do it, man. Do you get the basis? Do you understand what we're doing? Give it a try with 10 shares. Don't say that. Really? Wow. People on TDA reporting they cannot buy BB. They cannot buy AMC. They've been blocked. Purchasing of AMC and BB has been blocked. BB just crapped out, so that's not going to work out. FUBO crapped out. There seems to be a really big drop going on across the board. This could be market wide. Maybe the bubble is popping. Maybe the market is crashing. Look at everything. Watch out, watch out. This could be a historic moment. Everything is falling quite precipitously. I'm going to take a quick flip over to my other screen and then we'll come right back to check everything else on the market. All right, everything else on the market is holding. It's just a general drop on these short squeezes. Switch out AMC for Nokia. Finley, I mean, I would, but everyone's so hot on AMC. And Jill, you know, I'd like to be watching Jill at the same time. Nokia went crazy. I know. Is it all right, everyone? Let's get a vote. If I get a lot of yeses, can I switch out AMC for Nokia? I'm getting a ton of yeses over in the Zoom. Somebody wants to ask, should I get, well, we're getting a ton of yeses. AMC crash and burn. Right. Fuck AMC. Excuse my language. Over on the YouTube, we didn't get any votes on that. We really want me to switch out to Nokia. All right. We're switching to Nokia. What about Jill? Did we want to get back monitoring Jill? Somebody else says Jill, and I saw that this morning. All right, so FUBO does appear to have crapped out. The next play on FUBO will be 57.50. All right, FUBO breaks 57.50. I'm going to switch it out now to Jill. No, just AMC has 339 million share float. It's not going to move. Look at Nokia, gone absolutely insane. All right, no one should be in Nokia right now. And then I'm going to pull up Jill. These Wall Street Bets guys are just experts at creating these squeezes. Yeah, I can see that that's you, Elliot, but I don't know, if it's really you. How can you prove it? Send me a direct message. You have no audio here. Okay, whatever. All right, we're pulling up Jill as well. But you know what? It's looking like the whole market kind of like, and the squeezes and everything are kind of flopping over now. Do you see that? It's everywhere. It's kind of across the board. So this might be it. This might be it for today until lunch, until like an hour from now when things break out again. You're down on AMC. Do I hold or cash out? You go ahead and cash out. Okay. And here's the plan, Christian. If it breaks the high of today, which is the high, you can go ahead and get back in if you want to. And that will do well. But unless it breaks the high, which is like 25.50, I'm talking about pre-market high, 25, I forget what it was, somewhere in the 25s, then you get back in. For now, you get out. Don't hold things while they're going down. You can always get back in. Wow. Jake says TD Ameritrade or Merrill Edge. TD Ameritrade because it's so customizable, the platform Thinkorswim. All right, so the all-in on Jill, thank you, Ryan, 2580. The all-in on Jill would be 675 with profit taking every 20 cents. See, there's people joining the room now and they're asking for AMC. We took off AMC because it's not performing today. It's going down. So we're monitoring things that are going up. Nokia, EXPR, KOSS, BB, GME, Jill. Yeah, those are all on the live Zoom on our screen. So if you're on TikTok, you just came in and you're wondering what's going on AMC. Yeah, AMC's just hanging around 15. I'm not using an algorithm like an indicator or some kind of mathematical indicator or anything for where to buy in. It's a momentum trading system. Hey, you guys on KOSS, if KOSS breaks 43, you go all in. It's just a system. Who asked that? Hugh. It's just a system. So on Jill, the all-in would be, is that all-in? Yeah, 675. We got a lot of all-in situations today because we're breaking like all-time highs. If they weren't, if they were pushing into resistance zones or they were pivot points, they'd be half-ins, possibly quarter-ins. But this is a crazy day, fantastic day. We're getting all in on these breakouts and they're pushing. I believe KOSS is halted and looking good. Nick says Evan is the master algorithm. That's right. Was that, Plankton? Like, or he has like, what's the little assistant? Is that Plankton? He's like always in the file cabinet and it's going with the. Oh, is that what that is? Yeah. Oh, it's Karen is the name actually. That's funny. And, we have to move all the way to Plan Z. Oh, Karen is Plankton's wife and really the brains behind the whole operation. Oh, that's hilarious. Ryan, why are there so many people in the Discord today and in the group today? Ryan, it's mostly because of my TikTok. Can you believe that? The power of TikTok. What do we do with FUBO? Nothing. Like, in other words, you should not be in it. Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't say nothing. I was looking at Jill. The breakout on FUBO will be a new high. I'm not looking at FUBO anymore. And you should be all out of FUBO. There isn't a trade yet until it breaks that previous high. Everybody's asking me to look at NAKD, naked. NAKD. But, we've got a lot of other interesting things going on here. And I can only put 6 up at a time. So I don't know, Ryan, can you take a look at NAKD and see if it looks interesting based on everything that you've been seeing us do today? Jumia is now also running. So if the whole market is running up, why is the market going down, right? It's because retail traders have a certain corner of the market that we're playing. We have the crap tables in the back of the room, craps tables. Everybody's saying AMC, but tell me what the price is right now. If it's still 15, there's nothing going on there. What is this? Breaking news behind me. They always say that. AMC up 205%. Yeah, it's at 15. So there's no entrance until 25.80. Is AMC short or long term? Short term. Yeah, KOSS is at 41. Entrance would be at 43. It's going to get halted like almost instantly every time. Yes, KOSS is halted. All right, Ryan says no on naked. We're not going to take a look at naked. Jill, the breakout will be 6.75. I don't really see it happening for a while. KOSS, the breakout is like upon us. And you're going to have to act fast. I think Nicole knows what I'm talking about. You're going to basically have like 10 seconds on KOSS to decide to get in and then to take profits before you get stuck in a halt again. Yeah, get out of AMC. Don't worry about AMC. You can get back in AMC at 25.80. So Nokia has equalized, and hopefully we'll see it grind up and potentially break out again. I wouldn't take Nokia until it breaks again, 9.8. just because I came late to that particular breakout. But you should have made already lots of money and taken profits and done really well on Nokia using my method. KOSS entry would be 43. There goes KOSS. KOSS is trading again. It resumed lower, I believe, lower. So you would get all out and you would not take a trade until it broke 43. Okay? So you're all out because either you were holding and you're down, or you're all out because you were holding and you're up and you're taking your profits. But either way, you're all out. It's pulling back and it's going to halt on the down. And you would not get into KOSS until it breaks 43. And look at GME. Huge crap out on GME. It couldn't sustain it. We won't see GME break 385 today, probably. Maybe we will in after hours. But the market, all the brokerages are starting to put restrictions on these stocks. So it's losing the ability to get traded. So they're cracking down. They're cracking down on all of this. BB crapping out just now. Now it's at 21.6. KOSS, I hope you're not in, but it's halted. Hopefully we got everybody out of KOSS. We have 19 open slots on the Zoom if you want to come join the Zoom and be watching this full screen in 4K. Just follow the links in my bio to get to either the YouTube or our Discord, and then you can go into the Zoom. We have 19 open slots if you'd like to watch it full screen. And what was I going to say? We have the YouTube if you want to go check that out, if you want to watch over there. Link in the bio. All right, Jill's pretty much fully crapping out. EXPR also, Nokia also. The market is about to break a new low of the day, the entire market. So this could be a dropping off point for the market. Watch all your positions in your portfolio. Well, I don't know, Ben. I do classes at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but if you're in our group, I post them right when I'm done. So you could watch them when you wake up if you're in a different time zone. I really want a bite of this plum. I hope no one's offended by the delicious bite I'm about to make off screen. Really, really good. Plum, yeah. I was really going to. Hey, thanks for all of the gifts, everyone on TikTok. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Colin, thank you. Actually, his name is Colin Greens. Well, greens are good for your colon. So he is promoting wellness in the world. And by giving those gifts, now everyone knows. 250 people know greens are better for your colon. Who knows? Maybe 10 people go on a keto diet and they start eating more greens and they get into shape, all because of that guy giving me some gifts. Well done. So GME fully crapped out. We won't be getting into any trade there till it's at 385. I don't think GME's in play anymore today. Nokia could be, because it just started to have that huge break, so not everyone in the world has had a chance to pile into Nokia yet. Tonight they're going to be reading about it, hearing about it. Nokia, oh wait, TD Ameritrade restricting trades in GameStop and others. You see that? I don't know if you guys can read my screen. TD Ameritrade restricting trades in GameStop and others. So this is like whatever they're mentioning is now going to drop because people are like, oh man, I don't want to get into that situation, right? So they're messing it all up. The brokerages and the SEC are going to start introducing new terms and conditions and regulations, and this is going to start to get cracked down on, and it's really unfortunate. Since they're dropping, do we get out of it? Yeah, you do. And if it goes back up, I'll get you back in, okay? For now, take your profits, all your profits. Take it off the table. Well, and in a sense, music mentor, that is good. And it's not when we're talking about we're not talking about the rich here. We're talking about the businesses. Some of these businesses are getting whiplash, that they can't even, and these people have employees, these businesses. Okay. So it's not just about one rich dude. It's about these businesses. The regulations help protect the businesses from, total chaos. And then on the flip side, they're helping us, the retail trader, from losing half of their retirement income on one trade because we don't know how to trade. I do, but what I'm saying in general. And so it's a good thing, but I totally get you, man. I totally get what you're coming from. That's what Robin Hood was all about, right? Yeah, the market just broke a new low. So if anyone wants to take my panic drop SPY methodology on the SPY ticker, that could be a play today. But I'm just going to watch these pennies with you to see if they come into play. Pretty big drop on EXPR. Wouldn't be an entrance again until 14. No, not really. Not on Nokia. It's breaking down. It didn't hold that last pullback. It broke the pivot pullback low. So Nokia breaking down. There's no real entry at this level, nor a breakout entry at the upper level. EXPR is just like full on crap out mode. So this is what the SEC and the regulators are trying to protect retail traders from, is believing in these companies on hyped up news, getting trapped up at the high, holding through these huge pullbacks and losing more than half of their money. They're trying to save you money. So, but it'd be nice to create like a blockchain based decentralized stock market system. That would be awesome. You're probably okay, Leo. It'll get sold when it can get sold. Maybe it's not a market order. Maybe you put a limit order. That could be the problem. If you want to get out right away, market order. If you want to get in right away, market order. Elon needs to get on that. Yeah, Elon should create a blockchain stock market. That'd be awesome. Should I get out of BB for today? Yes. I told you that earlier. I think you were the same person, Dustin, that asked earlier. Yes, you should get out. Get out of anything going down. Yes, definitely. You can always get back in later today, tomorrow, in a couple days. If it takes a few days, if this is a huge pullback we're going to go through, you go ahead and you take it out now. Yes, I told everyone to get out when AMC broke 15. I mean, that are invested. We got out, like we never even got in AMC. We didn't lose any money today. On many of these trades, we did not lose very much money, except for the fact that we maybe had platform issues and brokerage issues and internet issues and issues with our tools. But all the trades that today have been called. I'd say they were 80 to 90% profitable trades, because other than getting halted and stuck, right? So as long as you were able to get your entrances and your exits, and you had, let's say, light speed with DOS Trader, or a very good setup with no delays, and you didn't have any tool problems, then you should have did really well today. We did really well, especially on KOSS. Somebody asked, what do I think about WWR? Is there a link to your class or a website? Well, look, here, I'm going to post this link, Ben. Hey, Ben, is that you from the YouTube? Welcome, man. Here's a link to a course that I have. So to start there. There you go. All right, Ben. That's a start, right? That's a start. And then, you know, get a trial, a VIP trial to our trading group. And then for that, I'll post that link. I mistyped. I misspelled that. Let me type that again. That's going to be like, what? It didn't work. Okay, there you go. All right, thank you, Jacob. All right, so you know everything is crapped out or halted. It looks like KOSS has resumed trading, but way down. So you know, again, we don't have an entrance on KOSS. Entrance on KOSS would be at 43. So KOSS has crapped out as well. Everything's crapping out. All the plays are crapping out on us. GME, I would have to say, is probably holding the strongest. Sounds good, Renato. Yes. Feel free to follow the links in my bio to join our Discord, to join my YouTube. This is being broadcast on YouTube in full screen, and it's being broadcast in our Zoom group in the Discord, also in full screen, but in 4K. So you'll be able to get in there. KOSS is halted again, yeah. But really, we're not interested in KOSS at this level. So, you know, KOSS needs to break 43 if we're ever going to be interested again. So in my opinion, it's almost 50% retraced. It's over on KOSS today, potentially, unless somehow it picks up again. Like look at Nokia starting to curve up. Someone else talking about WWR. Yeah. Well, we're not watching it at the moment. We're watching Nokia, Jill, GME, BB, EXPR, and KOSS. And AMC not really performing today, crapping out if anything. No play on the day for AMC. And then FUBO. Can somebody tell me where FUBO is? So we're just monitoring these 6, but if you can let me know where FUBO is, I'm very curious. I bet you it's at, I'm going to bet it's like 37. 52? Wow, it's actually holding. If Bitcoin is down a lot, that's good. What's Bitcoin at? 28? Excuse me. 30.7. All right. I'd love to buy it around 27, 28. Should I sell any GME? Yeah, I really think you should. Take your profits, take all your money, and then when GME pushes 385 again, if it ever does, you can get back in. But right now, it's like no man's land, and it's a negative. It's like a negative outlook. Battle of billionaire investors. Chamath says, I will win. Chamath closed his GME position this morning. How do you get to the Zoom? Click the link in my bio. I think it's a link tree. Click the link tree link in my bio. Wait a few moments. It automatically will take you into our Discord free chat area. In there, I'll post the Zoom link right now again so you can see it right away. Doing it now. All right, here comes the Zoom link again. Actually, let's see if I can scroll up. I can find it from earlier. There we go. There's B. Wayne. Welcome. All right, we have 21 open slots on the Zoom for anyone who wants to join the Zoom. The entrances for momentum entries on all of the stocks we're watching now are like really far away. So it might not be happening anymore. So I want to thank you all for attending today's session. I think that the momentum is over. We will be watching for any new breakouts, and we'll be checking them out. This has been a historic day. Thank you all for being here with me. There was 250, 350 of you at times. And get a trial to our group, a VIP trial, so that we can do this again tomorrow morning, because today's free day trading days was today. So you got access for free, but this is normally part of our VIP group level. But if you get a VIP trial right now, which you can go do through the link in to the Discord, go get a free VIP trial for 7 days. You'll be able to day trade with us tomorrow, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then guess what? Wednesday is going to be free again. So that's awesome. So that's this is the perfect time to do it, because this market is insane right now. And all right. So I hope to see you guys tomorrow morning in the day trades. And also we have the class tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Thanks again, everybody. Make sure you click through all those links so we don't lose each other. All right. This is the internet. Have a good day, and thank you for following me in particular. I appreciate it. Where's my mouse? And how do is there a way to